Ian, a 1-1 draw against Cheltenham tonight after 90 minutes, defeat on penalties. What did you make of that one?
I would say that on the balance of the 90 minutes, a draw was probably the right result. I thought in the first half we were probably the stronger team. I thought we played really well. Played with a good intensity, created a couple of good chances. I thought that I was pleased with the performance in the first half. The second half I was a bit disappointed. We knew that they would come out and take a little bit more risk. I didn't think we managed the game brilliantly at 1-0 up. We just fell a little bit too deep, which has been a bad habit of ours when we've been in the lead. So, and then they got the goal. Probably in the balance of the 90 minutes, I'd have said 1-1 reflected the game, and then of course you get to penalties, and it's disappointing to go out. But yeah, that's what it is. A
hell of a lot of effort went into that Oxford game on Saturday. Do you think maybe that told in the second half as the minutes went on?
Yeah, we looked a little tired in the second half, I have to say. I think we looked back, and I think Oxford was probably our biggest physical output of the season so far. So probably you could tell that as we got into the second half, we used a lot of the same players, and one or two just looked a little jaded in there. We were a little bit off the press. We didn't quite make it in time. But look, there's another important game for us at the weekend. We're disappointed to go out of this, despite the fact that it would have added another fixture in December, which probably we can avoid with the current injury situation. But still, it's every game we want to try and win, so we'll be disappointed to go out.
Dylan came in for his debut today, announced just an hour before the game. What did you make of his performance in the midfield?
I thought he was excellent. I thought he rightly got man of the match. I thought there was good performances in there also from Miles, Ollie Casey. But Dylan was excellent. He came straight in based on really one training session and coming in. I know there was a few disgruntled fans when I subbed him off, but I tried to remind them that the last time he played 90 minutes was over a year ago. And he's not been playing since the summer, so to risk him through 90 today would have been quite foolish. So we had to get him off at 60. It was pre-planned. It wasn't ideal because he was playing well, but I didn't want to take a risk with him more than we needed to, especially with what's been going on so far. So listen, he'll freshen up and get ready for the weekend now.
You've mentioned previously, I think at the fans forum, about getting experience in January. Obviously he's come in November, but he's certainly going to add that, isn't he?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, he's got great experience. You know, he's played at some big clubs and he's played in this league before. Yeah, I think he communicates well and sits in the midfield and organises. So that's something that's going to give us a little bit of balance in there and a little bit of experience, and that'll be key going forwards.
Still a little bit square pegs in round holes, finishing off with a midfield of Corey O'Keefe and Jacob Jones. But, you know, I guess you just got to wait and hope that improves as the games go on.
Yeah, it's a bit of the sign of the times, if I'm honest. If I had to pick a midfield, no disrespect to Corey and JJ, but I probably wouldn't have them in there. They've never really played in there. But look, with the squad how it is, and being able to try and bring a few players out and not risk them for the weekend, and get that balance between, you know, like with Dylan, being able to rest him, but also, you know, with the players that we've got unavailable. So today we had to kind of, find a way. We nearly found a way, but obviously the penalties didn't go our way. But yeah, look, I think we should have Ben Stevenson back in training full tomorrow. Jordan Moore-Taylor's a good chance for the weekend, so that's two players that are adding back. So we're getting there. I think by the time we play Cheltenham in a few weeks' time in the league, we should have a slightly different outlook in terms of the squad.
Penalties didn't go your way. Do you see it as a lottery, or is there any more to it?
I mean, yeah, a little bit, because I've seen Connor take penalties and seen him in the league take penalties and score, and Marchie's a great forward, so it's not typical for them to miss. But yeah, obviously Connor missed a target and the keeper guessed right for Marchie, and that's how it goes. I thought it was a bit. I know that they have to flip for the ends, but it seemed a bit ridiculous that we had to take penalties in an empty stand. But I guess the ref read the rule book and made us go up that end. But yeah, look, like I said before, I'm disappointed that we go out. I guess that if I see a silver lining, it's that we don't add another game in December when we've got such a thinly stretched squad, because the league is the most important thing. We focus our efforts now on the FA Cup. It'll be a difficult game. I mean, Cheltenham know all about that. They lost to Alvechurch earlier in the season. So we know that Alvechurch have got that capability to come and beat a League One team, so we have to be just absolutely 100% focused on that.